Hello everyone and welcome back to Tabletop Unboxing. I'm your host, the Board Game Nerd, and today we're going to be opening up the brand new Ikoria collector boosters. So, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Now, Ikoria has been out since last month, and it's been delayed due to the whole coronavirus thing. And that's kind of unfortunate because we're unable to get together and play our usual games, but I hope you're all keeping well. I hope everyone is doing as best as they can during these hard times. I'm pretty sure we'll bounce back from it. And what exactly are we looking for from the Ikoria booster box? Or the Ikoria collector's booster? A couple of things. There's a card in particular called the Godzilla Deck Corona card that I really want to get. But hopefully I'll be able to pull some nice trial means, a couple of nice mutate cards, and we'll see how it goes. If you've been keeping up with me with my Magic the Gathering content, you would realize that at the moment we've managed to get to Mythic level, and things have gotten a little bit stale due to the prevalent use of Jeskai and whatchamacallit, Agent of Treachery inside the meta, but hopefully, as time goes on, this will be a much better one. I'm just gonna increase the... There we go, just so you can all see it. Fire Prophecy, Knights War Commando. For those of you unfamiliar with this set, we are getting the collector's boosters, which means we get a bunch of foil cards. Oh, nice! Berlin Skysucker Rider. Haven't seen this one. It's a partner card. Oh, of course I didn't see it. It's from the Commander set. Oh my god. I'm going to be opening up the Commander sets later on, so sure, all you... And Lutri, the card that got banned straight away as a companion mechanic. I'm sure you all already know that. Ah, Whirlwind of Tot. Such an amazing card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. It's really good inside the new... And the Cavern of Whispers. Getting to see all these alternate arts and seeing them in real life is just... I'm telling you, it's something different about paper. Parcel Beast. Such a good card. You manage to mutate him. His one cost is that you look at the top card. If it's a land, you put it in your hand on the battlefield. If it's not, you just draw it. It's so good. Apex of Wishes. Whenever this card mutates, exile cards to the top of your library until you exile non-permanent. I love these arts. And we're going to get like a really awesome Godzilla card too. So... Ooh, the Apex of Thunder. 3 mana cost. Whenever it mutates, you can cast a target non-creature card from your graveyard. That has cost 3 or less. Dreamtail Horrend and a Beast token. Not bad actually. Pretty good haul for our first collector booster. Time to go on to our second one. Hopefully, we'll be able to get that trial mean. Oh, and the token is first this time. Okay. Human Soldier. Oh, it's on backwards. Okay. Essence Symbiote. A healer. If you guys have been playing with this meta at the moment, there's so much fucking cycling. You swear to God that there's like some sort of bike shop. A Metamorph, again for the Commander set. Mythos of Natural. Destroy target permanent if it was a creature, or if you spend grass and light, destroy it. Frontend Fighter. Okay. McArtery Great Horn. We want a couple of these, actually. It's a really nice common card because whenever you mutate it, you get to just put in the card for free. Put in the land for free, actually. Bouncing Shore Sark. When he mutates, you return a target creature an opponent controls to its hand. The Gem Razor. These comic book fucking arts are just amazing. I'm sure you guys can all see it. I'm making sure that I'm looking at the camera as well, so that you guys can all... Oh, Godzilla Prime Evil Champion! So I'm sure that all you guys can see it as well as I do. And Parcel Beast to end the collection. It's time for our third booster. Have you know, not too sure if these are going to go up in value due to the fact that there's going to be less people drafting them. So the cards will get inflated, or will people just... Or it will just become very cheap because there's no way we can play with these for the foreseeable future. Whisper Squad, a really good card inside Ikoria, especially with the lyrics. Valiant Rescuer, a key staple inside any cycling deck that you have. A Mountain. Verge Rangers, you may look at the top card of your library anytime. As long as an opponent controls more lands than you may play lands from the top of your library. Spicy. A Dawnbreaker. And Voracious Great Shark. Such a good card. A 5/4, costs 5 to cast, but whenever it enters the battlefield, counter target artifact or creature spell. Basically, it was our version of the Field Mystic, and it's just a denying play. It's such a win con as well. Cloud Piercer, here are the alternate arts, people. Glowstone Recluse, look at that spider. Oh! Narset! Of the Ancient Way. Okay, I'm sure you guys are wondering why my reactions are like this, but +1 to loyalty, gain 2 life, add 1 mana, and then you can use that to cast any non-creature spell. And it's already starting off with 4. And for -2, you draw a card, discard a card. Whenever you discard a card this way, Narset will deal damage equal to its CMC cost to any target. I believe it's any target. Yeah, target creature or planeswalker, so not to the face. And your emblem is whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this emblem deals 2 damage to any target. It's such a win con in draft. Destroya, perfect life form. Everquill Phoenix, also a good card. It makes the mono red meta at the moment seem a little bit more consistent, because once you play this, it's just infinitely able to get back on the board. It's hard to answer to, but... And a Savoy Triomine. Oh, nice. Love these Triomine cards. Enters tapped, cycle tree. And our last card is... Kraken. Release the Kraken. Such a nice booster box. Or booster pack. Narset and the Triomine. Okay, the token's on the right side this time. No, it's not. Corpse Churn. Okay, Corpse Churn. Hammering Snar. Thwart the enemy. Unexpected Fangs. Field Mentor. Boon of Wishes. Draw 4 cards. A good card to have in order to reset your stuff midway through. Build your My Croctox. A Lava Brink Venturer. This is a card that I thought was going to be a lot better than it actually was. Because when it enters the field, you choose odd or even, and it has protection from that cost. But I haven't actually seen a lot of decks utilize it. I saw a Winota decks. Kind of, Luminous Broodmark. This is also another card that I thought was going to be good. I have a couple of Jank decks using it, but you'll see why. Whenever a creature you control without flying dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner control with a flying token. That is just kind of, wow. If you thought like killing things wasn't enough, just do a board wipe and everything you have has flying on it now. Chittering Harvester. Dream to Huron. And our next Triomine. It's not a foil, sadly, but still fucking gorgeous. White, black, and forest. You actually use these in order to get your fetch lands out, because they have like basic lands on them. A Godzilla Doom Inevitable. Eudora Wandering Monster now. This is a card that was originally really good near the start of the set, because when you cycle him, and you cycle him for the 4th time, you play him for free instead of cycling him, or in addition to cycling him. And he's just an 8/8 with haste and trample, so it's usually a big win con for cycling decks, but it's more consistent to actually use cycling cost of 1 now, so no one really plays him anymore. Still, fucking awesome card though. And Shivering Harvester. Let me know if you guys are playing on the arena and seeing if you're all having a lot of fun with this set, or you're like, you know what, I kind of wish this set was a little bit, a little bit more consistent, because the companion mechanic inside this set is just, I'm not too sure how I feel about the companions mechanics really. I think I'm going to make a video on it one day, but at the moment I think the companions are a little bit, they're too strong. They're going to dominate the format for the foreseeable future. I don't see that ever changing. Never seen this card now. Also from the Commander set. Partner with Braleen, Sharkscatter Rider. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on the Sky Shark and you gain a life. Target human gains flying until end of turn. Okay, that's actually a really nice card because you can ramp it up with all the cycling mechanics here. That said though, it costs 5 to play and it's only a tree, but its effect down here is also really good that you can play it straight away. I suppose if there's a lot of ramp inside your deck, you can probably use it. The Ultimatum cards! And we have the full art versions. Inspired Ultimatums, not my favorite one of all of them. Pretty good in Standard, but anywhere else I think it's kind of weak. And I play a lot of Commander, so you gain 5 life, deal 5 damage, and then draw 5 cards. A really nice card to have to reset yourself. Yes! Bane of Monsters. Chevel. I was thinking we get a commander deck out of him, along with Kinnan, if we can ever get him. So this one has Death Touch. At the beginning of your upkeep, if your opponent controls no permanents with bounty counters on, put a bounty counter on them. And then, when that creature dies, you gain 3 life and get a card. Now, this is a really nice card to counteract some of the Lurrus decks going around, because they play Priest a lot, and when you put a bounty counter on them, you lose 2 life, but you gain 3 life because of the bounty counter and draw a card, so you basically match them like 1 for 1. Actually, you gain 1 life and 1 card as well, so you actually beat them. Don't get the, you don't get the mana, but that's to be expected. You can't expect too much out of this. And we get the Everquill Phoenix alternate art. Man, these pencil arts are just amazing. Bioquill Space Godzilla. You may cast Apex of Forever from your library using its mutate. I've won a couple of games with this card, mainly in Limited, but I'm not too sure how well it is inside Standard at the moment because of its high mana cost. I suppose that there are a lot of cards at the moment that are trying to counteract the whole graveyard summoning from the thing, so they're trying to exile it and using Ashiok to counter. So I'm not too sure how I feel about it. Dinosaur Beast. We are halfway through our booster box. Blazing Volley. A Greathorn. Tranquil Cove. Fertid. Unbreakable Bond. Mystic Subdual. Mountain. Herald of the Forgotten. When it enters, if you cast it, return any number of partnered tokens with cycling abilities from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, isn't this a little spicy card to have inside your cycling deck? I think he's kind of like a staple if you're going to be playing cycling from now on, but for an 8 cost, I'm not too sure. Mythos of Brokos. If blue-black was spent to cast this, search your library for a card, put that card into your library, then shuffle your library. Okay. Return up to 2 permanent cards in your graveyard to your hand. Shark Typhoon. Such a throw card. And for some reason it's really good because the cycling lets you basically draw a card and summon a shark that's uncounterable, so you can even use it if they have a Trifari on the field. I personally like this card a lot. I use it in my Esper decks, but there's a lot of Temur Reclamations that use it. A lot of Badurians. So many cards. So many applications to this one card. And you thought it was just like a big movie reference. Well, it is. Apex of Thunder, the alternate art version this time. King Caesar and Dreamhorde Horan. Getting a lot of Dreamtail Horan here. Not that I'm complaining, it's a nice looking card, but there's other things I want, you know? Okay, Spellweaver Wolverine to start us off. Bushmeat Poacher, Glimmer Bell, Forbidden Friendship. The First Scar Mentor, Proud Will Bonder, Mountain, Call the Coppercoats. Choose any number of target opponents, create X11 human soldier tokens where X is the number of creatures those opponent controls. Oh, it's only 3 costs as well, so you can have like a bunch of humans come out. Actually, pretty sweet for only 3 costs. Plus it scales with the game as well. Kihera, also a very good companion. Cat, Elemental, Nightmare, Dinosaur, and Beast cards each gain 1. And also, it gains a 1/1 Vigilance, but that's kind of the drawback of Kihera. You can only have those creature types. Not that I'm complaining. Questing Beasts is a nit, but it already has Vigilance, so the applications for it is just like not really there. Neosaur. Oh, I was hoping we get a Luca. So basically, if you guys aren't in the loop, Luca is stirring up a storm in Standard at the moment because people are playing him as a Luca Yorian band, and whenever you use the -2 ability on any of your tokens, you just get a fucking Agent of Treachery and just steal all their shit. And we have the alternate version. Sweet. Space Godzilla, Dead Corona, and it is the foil version. This one is going in the books forever. It's an 8/8, and basically the Dead Corona is a reference to his beam. His beam is called the Dead Corona beam, but they weren't expecting the they weren't expecting this whole pandemic to go on, so they changed it to like some other thing now. I can't remember. Never seen this one. This one looks pretty fucking cool. Whenever it mutates, returns instant or sorcery from your graveyard or hand. I actually know this card, but this art version, I've never seen it. So awesome. And a dinosaur token. Still haven't got our Keenan though. Come on, boosters. Don't fail me now. Capture Sphere. Solid Footing. Light of Hope. Excavation Wall. Sanctuary Smasher. Bastion Remembrance. Really nice card. Whenever it enters the field, create a 1/1. But whenever your creature dies, you gain... Oh, Eerie Ultimatum. Amazing card for... Commander. Return any number of permanents with different names from your battlefield, from your graveyard to the battlefield. And that's basically every card inside your Commander deck. But Bastion Remembrance is also really good because you gain a life and opponents lose a life whenever a creature dies. It's not even non-tokens, it's just like it's everything. And Eerie Ultimatum is just one of my favorite cards to have. I think I'm gonna whenever you can afford it, I think just using him is really good, unless you're using it as sorcery based. But even then, this is just an amazing staple to have. Like, all the cards inside the set are really good for Commander. And we got a foil Kihira, Orphan Guard. Hopefully we manage to get his alternate art as well. Boneyard Lurker. Vulpkit. Cub Warden. And another Dead Corona Space Godzilla. Non-foil this time though. Pretty sweet. Trumpering Nar. And a cat token. Oh, sugar. Running out of booster packs here, and we haven't gotten our Keenan yet. Will we be able to get the Keenan? Okay. Snar Tactician. A Sergeant. Essence Symbiote. Dreaded Healer. Back for more. Being Stampede. An Island. Deflecting Swat. If you control a commander, you may cast a spell without paying its mana cost. You may choose new targets for target spell or ability. Some of these cards are really good. The blue one's really good. When you have a commander, you basically cast it for free and it counters any spell. Basically, a Force of Negation with a free cost, granted you have a commander. So, yes, Luris really wanted one of you. Such a good card. You fucked up the meta so hard. Because he's basically an extra card you have inside your sideboard, and each permanent card in your turn has to have the converted cost of 2 or less. And it's only permanent cards, so you can have spells and sorceries that are higher cost. You can have something like, I don't know, Command the Dreadhorde or something to bring him back, but during each of your turn, you may cast one permanent spell with converted cost 2 or less. And it's a permanent spell, it's not a creature. So it's just creatures along with enchantments, and there's just so much going on with Luris that I see him becoming a staple for a long time. I actually see him being banned, actually. He's just that broken. Because every deck has to play around him now. That's Oasis, Ikoria Greathorn, Insistable Hemagon, and a Zaga Triomine. I think that's our third one from this. King of Cosmos, Ghidorah, Apex of Wishes. Whenever it mutates, exile cards on top of your deck until you exile a non-permanent card. Put that card onto the battlefield or into your hand. Basically a free card to have. Basically a Winota, but a little bit weaker than Winota because it only happens once. Apex of Wishes. So basically these are the two versions. You get the Ghidorah and the Apex. Very nice of them to give me one back to back. And a Feather token for your Phoenix Everquill. 3 more booster packs left. No Keenan. But I'm very happy with what we got so far, not gonna lie. Can't wait to try them out when all this is over. Pacifism, the Bush of this mother. I swear to God, he gets like a tree when you manage to pay 4 mana, but he gets trample as well. He has trample. This guy has won me so many matches, and I've lost so many matches because I keep forgetting he has fucking trample. Necropanther, Plains, Obscuring Haze, another card that you can cast if you have Commander. Prevent all damage from dealt this turn. Not the best one, not gonna lie, not very good. Yes, Keenan Bonder Prodigy. Now, this card is a card that I always wanted to play around with ever since I heard about him, because whenever you tap a non-permanent for Magic, you have 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. And then, for 5/2, look at the top 5 cards of your library, put a non-human card from among them onto the battlefield, put the rest onto the bottom of your library. So basically you get the summon for free. You basically double the amount of mana you're going to produce, and he only costs 2. So you can play him very early, or you can play him very late, and you'll still be able to use his ability. Let's say you have a bunch of permanents like fucking Arcane Signets, a bunch of Soul Rings. You just play the Keenan to benefit from the effect without worrying about him getting removed at instant speed. Because even if he does get removed, you can just tap all your stuff before he disappears. And unless he gets countered, that's the only way I can think that this is going to be played against. But he's such an amazing card. If you have him, I recommend making a commander deck with him because he's just so broken. So broken. Classification. Giant Cat, win-win. Cavern Whisperers, Parcel Beast, Dark Bat, and a Godzilla Prime Evil Champion, Volkeet, and a Beast. Okay, I think we basically got all the cards we want, but we still have 2 more booster packs to go through. I don't know what else I want for this set. We got the Narset, we got the Keenan, we got basically every single card that I use inside this meta. Luris. Oh, Yorion. Oh man, if you get a Yorion, that'd be great. Humble Naturalist. Thornfall. Because a Yorion would just bring this whole set together. He's like the other deck that I play inside this format, and I gotta say, it's so good. Emergent Ultimatum. Not the best of the ultimatums. Search your library for 3 monocolor cards with different names. Exile them. Opponent chooses 1 to put back in your deck, and the other 2 go into the field or into your hand. And one of them goes into exile, but you can cast them without costing anything. I'm pretty sure you can use it whenever you want as well. So it's not limited to the turn that you play it, which I think is a very nice niche, but I don't know. They're like, this is a really good card. This is an amazing card. It doesn't Luna, because it copies anything on the battlefield. Land, boom, done. Creatures, boom, done. Enchantments, artifacts, done. Planewalkers, there. This is a good card to have for countering. If you're playing a deck like Banturian, you need a couple of copies of these, because 80 cards means you're not going to get consistency, but you can always match them. They're playing Fires of Invention, copy their fires. They're playing Yorion, copy the Yorion and enter the battle effect. They play Karuga, get your Karuga, you're running out of cards. This just has so many applications to it and very little downfall. That said though, if you copy a legendary, you can't have 2 legendaries at the same time, so I'm not too sure how I feel about that part. Spark Double might be better, but Spark Double is only limited to, I think, creatures. So in that regard, it's weaker. Baby Godzilla, Rune Reborn, Majestic Articorn, and a Catbird. Don't know why you want a Catbird. Oh, I know why. It's from the Commander set. Because whatever. Wait, is it? No, you create a 2/2 dinosaur, cat dinosaur, with the cycling deck. And this is our last one, everyone. And let's just say that this was a really nice set to have. Let's see if we're able to do a little bit better. Greater Sandworm. Barons. Can we get the full playset of all of the Triomenes? Fuck a Parrot, an Island, a Cryptic Triolite, Unpredictable Cyclone, the red version of the Shark Typhoon. Not as good though. If a cycling ability or another non-land card would cause you to draw a card, instead exile from the top of your library into the exile card that shares a card type with the cycle. You may cast that without paying its mana cost. Then put the exile cards that weren't cast this way on the bottom of your library in any random order. This would be a lot better if the cycling gave you something in addition to it, because having a baby shark to defend yourself with or just summoning it is just too good to pass on this. Even though I think it has a very nice niche. I'll probably build a deck on it someday, but as it stands, it doesn't have really place in the meta. Because of Brokos, Lord Rakkus, Vulpikeet, Roggen Triomene, and that's the last of the 4, isn't it? Man, you see someone play this, you're like, Winota, fuck you, Winota, fuck you. What else? Gyruda and Winota, we didn't get any of those, did we? That's kind of sad. King Caesar, and our last card is Lyosaur. Only the dinosaurs. Okay, so I just remembered that we were meant to get the Gyruda and the Winota. Sadly, that was not the case in this video, but not gonna lie, we got a lot of cool stuff in it, and I'm just waiting and waiting until this whole pandemic is over so that we're able to just try them out, all these different builds, and play it with one another. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to like the video, comment below any thoughts that you had on this, and until next time, stay safe everyone, and I hope you all have a nice day. I'll see you.